Hello, wizards, witches, and everyone in between. My name is Emma, and today I will be doing my April book haul. So I don't typically do, I don't do monthly book hauls because I usually don't acquire enough books. I try to use the library, I try and read my ever-growing TBR shelf. But April was my birthday, so I got some books for my birthday. I won a book in a giveaway, and I went on a birthday trip to Sacramento and went to some bookstores. I also got some Barnes & Noble gift cards for my birthday, so I got some books at Barnes & Noble. So I ended up with quite a large amount of books to haul. So let's just jump right in. These are in no particular order, but I'm excited! I haven't done a haul in so long! I also went to Santa Cruz. I got a couple books in Santa Cruz, so we'll see if I remember where all these books are from. This book I got from Beers Books in Sacramento, which is an amazing new and used bookstore. And this was a used copy of The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. This is the 50th anniversary edition. It has like a matte black cover, and it's a really nice time. And I actually read this at the very end of April for the Owls Readathon. I just kind of wanted it to have it, and because it is it's a good book. It's not my favorite, it's not amazing, but I do like it. It follows the story of this 14-year-old kid named Ponyboy. He has two siblings, Dairy and Soda Pop. In the movie, fun fact, Soda Pop was played by a very, very young Rob Lowe, who I had a crush on when I was 12, and I read this and I was like, wow, boys are cute. It's about Ponyboy realizing that he's he doesn't want to be a product of his environment, and his brothers encourage him to go get an education and to better himself, and it's just kind of about, violence and how harmful it can be, and how we can be a product of our environment whether we want to be or not. So that's what this book's about. And this edition is just gorgeous. So next I have Just for Clicks by McDowell, and this was the book I won from a Twitter giveaway from Allison Aldridge on Twitter. She was giving away a copy of this from the author, and it is signed, which is very exciting. And this just seems like a fun, cute contemporary. It's about two twin sisters, Claire and Poppy, whose mom started a blog about them when they were babies, and now it has gone viral. So one of them embraces this and tries to find and market her brand, and the other one isn't interested in that, and they find some old files from their mom that they didn't know about, and they discover a big family secret. And so the next book I also picked up from Beers Books in Sacramento, and this is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. But this is a beautiful edition. I love Neil Gaiman. I'm always trying to read more by him, and this is just an illustrated copy. Yeah, there's just illustrations mixed in with this. So I'm very excited. So I'm just gonna read you the little synopsis on the inside cover. So it says, when Richard Mayhew helps a mysterious girl he finds bleeding on the pavement, his boring life changes in an instant. Her name is Dor. She's on the run from two assassins in black suits, and she comes from London below. His act of kindness leads him to a place filled with monsters and angels, a beast in a labyrinth, and an earl who holds court in a tube train. It is strangely familiar, yet utterly bizarre. It sounds very spooky, and I'm hoping it'll be I'll enjoy it as much as I enjoy Coraline, so we'll see. This next one I got at Barnes & Noble with one of the gift cards from my friends, and that is The Wicked Deep by Shea Ernshaw. I have heard this talked about a little on BookTube, but not too much. The cover is absolutely gorgeous. I just need to get the stupid sticker off. It better come off in one piece, or I'm gonna scream. So all I know about this is it's about three sisters who were sentenced to death for witchery, and they were drowned. So they come back every year. They take the bodies of three girls, they take the form or the bodies of three girls, and they try and kill boys as revenge. I know there's a main character named Penny, That's about it, but I'm very excited. So the next one is another one I got from Barnes & Noble, and that is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. I was being that person and waiting until this book came out on paperback to buy it because that's how much I hate hardbacks. And I've heard very mixed things about this. I've heard that in general the first half is way better than the second half, but I don't know. I'm still very interested in reading it, and I'm hoping I like it better than what people have been saying. So all I know about this is it is about a girl and her mother who are always kind of one step ahead of a lot of bad things that try and befall them. And eventually her grandmother dies, and her grandmother lived on an estate called the Hazelwood, and she finds a note saying to stay away from Hazelwood, but obviously she has some reason that she can't do that. And that's kind of all I know. So with basically all the books I bought, I don't like knowing too much about it because it's more fun to just go in blind. So all my explanations of these books are going to be kind of very vague. So another one I got from Barnes & Noble with a gift card is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This has such mixed reviews on BookTube. It is like a point of contention of like the fans and then the people who think it's absolute trash. And I have never read anything by Sarah J. Maas. I have Throne of Glass, the first book. I've had it for like almost 5 years and I've never picked it up, and I'm thinking about donating it. I just don't think I'm ever gonna get around to it. It doesn't interest me, and the series is so long. So I'm more interested in this series. Some people absolutely love it. Some people absolutely hate it. So I'm very excited to read it and also to get the references to Snow White Reader's Court of Thorns and Roses roast video. I just want to know. I want to be able to take part in the conversation, whether I like it or I hate it. Alright, the next books I have to show you, this was given to me by my mother-in-law for my birthday, and that is the Shadow and Bone trilogy. This has beautiful, I haven't even taken the packaging off, but beautiful paperbacks. Let's take the packaging off together. So while I'm trying to take this packaging off, I have never read anything by Leigh Bardugo, and I feel left out and like I need to fix that. So I'm very excited. A lot of people say the Six of Crows duology is like 10,000 times better than the Grisha trilogy, but I think that's UPS delivering an Amazon package for my husband, so I'm not going to answer it because I don't want to talk to people. So I'm very excited to start with this trilogy first and just get into that world, the whole Grishaverse. I have no idea what that means. I literally could not even tell you what these are about. I have absolutely no idea. So I'm going into this literally 100% blind. That's so pretty. I'm so excited. The next thing is also a box set. This was given to me by my parents for my birthday, and that is the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab. And this is a quality paperback box set. Let me tell you, it has, if any of you have, this probably sounds weird, but if you have felt the paperback covers of the Lunar Chronicles, this is what that feels like. It feels like soft and velvety, and then parts of it are just like shiny feeling, if that makes any sense. I don't know, it's just like, it's so nice. It's really thick.
The box is really thick.
And it's just gorgeous. I love it. And it's paperback, you guys. It's paperback. Once again, I barely know, I honestly couldn't tell you what this series is about either, but I've never read anything by V.E. Schwab, and I keep hearing great things, so I thought I'd start with this. So this one I actually got at the end of March. I just accidentally put it in the pile for this video, so I'm gonna share it anyway. And this is Sadie by Courtney Summers. I got this on Book Outlet, and I just know it's kind of a thriller contemporary. That's all I know. And I know it's supposed to be amazing, and I'll probably start reading this actually right after I finish filming this. But yeah, I wasn't going to include my Book Outlet haul just because it wasn't super exciting, and it was also like in March, so it's separate from the rest of this. But I did also get Red Queen and Glass Sword and the Cruel Crown novella by Victoria Aveyard. So I've heard that series it starts off strong and kind of goes downhill, the Red Queen series, but I want to try it out anyway. So, and they were super, super cheap. That like, it's in like a little box, the first two together as a paperback set, and I got it for like $6. So that's my mini book outlet book haul inside of this book haul.
Book haul Inception.
The next book is also from Beers Books in Sacramento, and that is A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. And this is the second book in the Song of Ice and Fire series. I am like a fourth of the way through Game of Thrones, the first book, and I put it down because of the Owl's Magical Readathon in April. But I do want to finish it at some point, and now I have the second one, and they match. They're the same, like, paperback editions. They're so floppy, and they're really, like, big, and they just kind of fall open. It's perfect. Next up are two books that I got in Santa Cruz, which we went, I think, like a week after my birthday. I got a lot of books, you guys. Yeah, so this was a really cool, I can't remember the name of it now, but it's a really cool bookstore in Santa Cruz. Let me see if this is it's called Bookshop. And it's very cute in there. So I got a graphic novel called Spectacle by Megan Rose Gedris. Hope I'm saying that right. But I couldn't resist. I mean, look at it. So this first volume I'm actually almost halfway done with, and it's about these two twins who work in a circus, and one of them dies and comes back as a ghost. And so the girl who's still alive is working with the ghost of her sister to try and figure out how she was murdered. And no one else can see the ghost girl except her sister. And so far it's been okay. So far it hasn't been as good as I thought that it would be, but I'm still very excited about it. I had never even heard of it until I saw it on the table with like new female YA books. And I believe there's 2 volumes out at the moment. But look at the back of this. There's like cool posters from the circus. It's really cool. So anyway, I'm sure I'll finish this in May, so my May wrap up will probably tell you my thoughts on it. You know what? I was wrong. That was the only book I got. That was the only book I got at Santa Cruz, because this one has a Barnes & Noble sticker on it. So I got this at Barnes & Noble with one of my gift cards, and that is The Witch Doesn't Burn in This One by Amanda Lovelace. I'm like a third of the way through this right now, and there's one poem that made me cry. I'm very excited. I don't read that much poetry, not really for any particular reason. It's just not what I gravitate towards, but I couldn't resist. This cover was so beautiful, and I read, the part I did read, I read on the beach in Santa Cruz. I brought it to the beach with me, and it's a good time. So I'm excited to finish it and then be able to tell you more about it. But I know she has a couple out right now, so yeah. So this next book was from Beers Books as well, and that is The Princess Bride by William Goldman. And I'm not a huge fan of the movie. It's okay. I don't know. I understand and I appreciate that some people, it's like their movie, their cult classic, like they love it. And I saw this for $10 at Beers Books, and it's a $25 hardback. So it's obviously considered used, but I do not see any sign of it being used. I'm just excited to see what the actual story is, how different it is from the movie. I think in May this month, Jamie from Leo Reads is buddy reading this, and she's already read this, and she said it's really, really good, so I'm excited. Okay, I have 2 more, and then we're done. The next one was given to me by my husband for my birthday, and that is Paper Girls Volume 2. I did read the first one earlier this year, and I absolutely loved it, so I'm so happy to have gotten the second one. First volume, from what I can tell, just generally, it's like Stranger Things, but like a group of females instead. And it's very colorful, like this color palette is throughout the entire thing. Kind of some E.T. vibes, some Stranger Things vibes. It's really, really fun, and I can't wait to get to the second volume. The last book I have to share with you was from my most recent trip to Beers Books at the end of April, and that is Dolores Claiborne by Stephen King. This was recommended by Boston from Boston Reads Books. I think that's her YouTube channel name. Anyway, she has read a lot of Stephen King, so I trust her opinion on this. And this was $8. And these hardbacks are like $25. So I'm very happy about that. And all I know about this is that it has a really interesting female character who's like actually complex. And that is rare for a Stephen King book, from the ones I've read at least. And it matches, I don't know if you can kind of see. Right here I have my stack of Stephen King, and most of them are like this size hardback, so this is gonna look so good on my shelf, and I'm very excited. I have Gerald's Game that I haven't read yet either, but I think I'm gonna read this one first. I just filmed my thumbnail and I'm so exhausted, but I did forget one. My husband gave me Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy, and this is the hardcover Barnes & Noble Classics edition, and it is gorgeous. It has gold edges, it has like the ribbon bookmark. This is what the inside looks like, so I'm very excited to read this. This classic has been like on my book bucket list, so we're gonna dive in one of these days. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down below in the comments if any of you have read any of these, or if you want to buddy read any of these with me. I'm very excited. There was a lot of books this month, so I will not be doing another haul at least until like August or September. Thank you everyone for the birthday wishes also. I got so many tweets, which is so nice, and so many comments in my reading vlog that took place during my birthday. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the best, and I will talk to you later.